trying to be a fellow around the street. Schletzer played the flute, and he was quite accomplished. Johnny Duke, Dr. Duke, who was played at Murfreesboro, he was saxophone, a reed man, and we had a couple of guys who had little dance bands at the time. The band was practicing over in the band room, which was across from the dressing room for the ball players. So I walked over to the band room, and I stood and listened to them because I had some friends that played in the band. And so I went up and asked Dr. Top Miller if I could try out to play in the band. And she said, "Why, sure, come on."
And we were in the band for 4 years, and we were the only two who graduated in 1983 that had been in the band all 4 years.
So we're charter members, and we would be the youngest charter members then, as a result, right? So we were ragtag. We practiced down in the cafeteria, old cafeteria at the old Father Ryan. The band room was the old ladies' bathroom where we kept all the instruments.
You know, I came in, I was a little bit different in how I did things, and it took a little while, but I guess I would say to warm up to me.
We were brats when he came. Jeff has a very good sense of structure, and Jeff wasn't necessarily what we wanted, Jeff was what we needed. We didn't compete all that well. We were a very, very, very small band. You know, we were always in awe of everyone else's semi-trailers and things that would be hauled on and off the field. We always had a great time. And occasionally we would win a competition, or we would win the small division of a competition, and that was amazing.
Our uniforms were white breeches with purple and white stripe up the leg, and white buck shoes, and of course the purple jackets.
We were wearing these very stiff sort of white pants with a belt and this white sort of stiff shirt. And that was our outfit with the ascot.
I've been jazzing up with a purple ascot, purple beret, I still have a beret, and then the white shoes.
White plastic shoes.
Little two of us was going to Murfreesboro playing the state tournament, and we went to Memphis one year for the carnival. And we'd always make the Mule Day parade, and of course you wanted to be in the front of the parade in the Mule Parade, so kept it advantages. And we wound up at the end of that parade with bright out from our feet all the way up to our knees all the way.
At times we were down in the 30 and 40 members for some competitions and concert performances. And other bands would have hundreds, but we felt just as capable as they did. I was petrified before our first game. I was really, really sure I could do this, you know, and they said, you know what, they're gonna love you. Ryan's gonna love you because they've only ever had kazoos, so they have no idea what to do. Played the song and marched off. And that was it, and everyone's reporting applause.
We just started playing the scale, you know, note at a time, and then it just kind of meshed. Why did I join the band? That's a funny one. Father Iceline was kind of the moderator of the band, and they hired Top Miller as directress. And he just came over and asked guys that anyone that was interested in joining the band. I said, well, let me go down and take a look. So I'd never played a musical instrument in my life.
My mother made me join the band. Walked me in, I was angry, mad about it, wanted to play football. I ended up in the band with a pair of sons and arms.
And I couldn't make the football team because I was too skinny.
But we went to a few high schools and went to Father Ryan, and the drumline performed for us. And my friend and I looked at each other after they performed, and we were just like, that was awesome. I want to be a part of that.
My dad played percussion when he was in high school, and then he went on and played it in college. And then my brother did marching and drumming at Father Ryan too. And so it's always just been a part of my life and something that I aspired to be a part of.
When I first got in, it was pretty nerdy, you know, everyone just nice about it, you know, it was pretty nerdy. And then the program took a change, I guess, about my junior year. and all of a sudden it became cool to be in the drum line.
It was kind of like an athletic team for really creative people.
I started in 5th grade, and now I'm a senior. Haven't looked back. It's been awesome.
It's reminded me of family. Like, I mean, I always say that the Father Ryan Band is like, you know, my second family. You know, all my friends are here. I feel like, you know, Mr. Schletzer and all the directors are like my dad.
It could only happen here. I mean, there's a reason why these kids are succeeding and the program is as successful as it's been. It's the support of the administration, support of the parents, and the dedication and hard work of the kids that really make it happen.
I've just watched them grow. I've watched those children that didn't really have a place that they felt great about themselves until the band.
I've seen, you know, great potential children that would walk down the hall with their heads, you know, and eyes riveted downward are now up and performing.
Just to be able to appreciate the talent of these students and the directors that have to have the patience of saints.
They are very disciplined and never a problem in class.
To see them get a standing ovation at a band performance, which is generally unheard of because bands don't like to show support for other bands because they think it sways the judges, for what I've been told. But it's interesting to see those kids and how they respond and handle themselves and take such pride in being part of Father Ryan High School and part of the Father Ryan Marching Band.
It's put Ryan on the map. Especially as it relates to music.
I think the band provides the soundtrack for that story to be told. And I can't imagine this school without that soundtrack, without the music to the life of the school.
I know middle school, I didn't want to do band. He just let us play baseball, and it just kind of evolved into where the older I got, I started to respect the process a lot more, and saw why he loved it so much.
They're some of the top students on the campus. They watch out after each other. And I think it's the seniors that do this, that watch out for the freshmen and help guide them, not only through the band, but through the academic program too.
All the exhibitors from, around the nation, really, they get the schedules and they look and they highlight 3 groups. And we are one high school, and the other one's from Japan, and the other one's from the LA area. So they're like, you guys, you don't understand because you don't see yourself perform. You are getting ready to perform and everybody's running in to see you.
A woman stopped us. I went with my mother, who of course was a band mom many years ago, and this woman stopped us and she said, we watched your performance. We thought it was the most creative, awesome thing we have ever seen. She said, we went back to the hotel room just to Google Father Ryan and find out who you were and where you were from. So as a mom and an alumni, that is a stunning thing.
We won a Esprit de Corps award this year at Grand Nationals, which is given to one band only, that typifies what that activity is about. Out of all the awards, I think we won like 40 trophies this year. Out of all of them, that one sort of typifies what these kids are about and the right message and the way they approach them.
I honestly feel in my heart, and I know in my heart, that this is the best school, period. Once you're a band parent, you're always a band parent.
All our props, all of our costumes, all of that is done completely by our parents.
The uniform moms come in the middle of summer to start fitting us for uniforms. They deal with those hot-sweaty kids, and they continue to do it throughout the whole time.
Transportation, and be flexible because that 10 p.m. pickup may turn into a 1 a.m. pickup depending on how that bus runs. And
we go to the football games. My husband was interested in the football games, so somebody asked me, how's the football team doing? I said, I guess they're doing okay. I'm here for the band. I love to watch the band.
We'll make it happen.
This band would not function without the parents because they're always there at every single competition, every single function, getting us ready, feeding us, getting us off the field.
They are as choreographed and as important to the success of that band as the students who play in it.
We were willing to put in this kind of time for them because we thought that what they were doing was important. And I think it made a difference to them.
I would agree. I mean, they saw value in the fact that we were spending time with them.
It's to be with them. You can't pay
was sick with cancer. Jeff called and told me that they was coming down to the house. They unloaded the kids in my front yard and started playing the Father Ryan fight song in my front yard. And I wasn't there, but and the smile they said had come on her face. That was amazing.
My great honor and privilege to announce that the Father Ryan High School Marching Band will be representing the great state of Tennessee in the 2012 Macy's.
To the gym to play for Mr. Schletzer's anniversary of something, I don't even remember what it was now. And then it was kind of set up weirdly. I was like, one, it's kind of weird that they would call the whole school to the gym, so I wondered what was up. But when they came out and said Macy's, I was just stunned, and it was awesome, and I got to go.
It's kind of the next big step.
It's just a great opportunity. You just, once in a lifetime kind of thing. So I'm very proud of the band and Jeff and my whole family.
She actually was one, she used to say, why don't you ever enter the Macy's Day?
I'm excited to go to Macy's because it's just going to cap off a great 4 years that I've had here. It's really going to show, not just the people we perform for, but, a lot of people who are going to be watching that, the Father Ryan Band, that we have something special here.
The directors are already talking about, they're planning the show and what they're going to do. They're aiming for something really different and innovative. So it's going to be quite an experience.
What I feel for are those students who helped get them there, the juniors and seniors who performed, and it was their evaluation that earned them the trip to Macy's, and unfortunately they're not going to get to perform. But I think that's important for those younger students to understand the legacy and the hard work that went before them to help honor them.
It's a little different feeling for me because I know that I won't be able to, but it'll be awesome just to watch it and say,
We know that we sort of build this group up to the level of being able to go to Macy's. And I know they'll make Father Ryan proud.
Even though I've been out of the band for a long time, I still feel like my band is going to Macy's in November. I already have my tickets. My whole family's going. I cannot wait.
The senior that's not going to be there is just as excited for his brother as his brother is going to be proud carrying that tradition.
Wonderful going back home with one of my kids marching. That's my American dream.
Getting the call for Macy's because it encompassed all of the work of all the students, all the way back to the old Father Ryan where we were starting in the old closet. Even though they may not be the 80 or 90 students that day, that wouldn't have happened without all of them.
Well, I can guarantee you one thing. On Thanksgiving Day, when I watched the kids come down, and I probably started right here, when I watched the kids come down on the Macy's Day Parade, I'm going to cry. Because I'm so proud of them. I'm so proud of